Hello and welcome. I'm here today. Thank you so much for being here and listening in. I'm so happy to tell you my guest today. She is like one of my favorite people I've met in Austin.
Oh my God, I love you.
She's so bubbly. Every time I see her, even the first time I met you, it was just like so much fun.
Where did we first meet? I was trying to think about that.
I cannot
don't even remember. I know, but ever since I met you, I was just like, I love her.
I love you.
You're like my comfort person at events.
Oh
like,
my God, me too.
Yeah.
But Katelyn Nassar.
No, that was great.
Katelyn Nassar, welcome to Unscripted. I just changed my name like last week.
Okay, what was it before?
It's Not Selfish.
Okay.
But now I've changed it to Unscripted.
I love that because you are not scripted.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yes.
I literally just jumbled up my entire intro right now because I just get so excited to see you.
I love you. Well, I love it because I'm like, sometimes podcasts can be a little intimidating when the person whose podcast it is like, okay, we're doing this and this and this, and it's this question and this question and this question. I love not knowing before, and so we can just talk.
Yeah, some people find it really nerve-wracking. Like, I had to meet with people before, and they were like, what are we going to talk about? I was like,
yeah, like, I want
me.
the questions.
Yeah.
You're like, no, we're just chatting.
Yeah, I was like, literally what we're doing right now is what we're going to do here.
Totally. I love it.
Well, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so happy you're here.
I know.
Given the fact that the weather's really shitty.
There's so many factors.
You're pregnant.
I am pregnant.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Basically, when we were planning this, you were pregnant.
Yes. And I had like, when was that? The beginning of December, right? Yeah. So I was like in the thick of it. I was like 8 weeks. I felt so bad.
The fact that you still said yes, I'm so grateful.
I will take any excuse to get out of the house right now and be like, get dressed and everything. And I'm finally feeling better.
You're literally glowing.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're feeling better.
Thank you.
How do you feel overall?
I feel so excited. Like, I don't know. And it was so fun to find out and have it be perfect timing around the holidays and tell my family and like all of us be together. And both of our families are really close. So we did Thanksgiving together. We got to tell them all together. It was just perfect. I was really sick, but I'm finally feeling better. It's a girl. So I'm like really excited about that.
Are you allowed to say that now?
Not yet. So maybe.
Well, this is going to be like in February.
Okay, then it's great.
Okay.
As long as I know the date, then it's fine. I'll just make sure I announce it before. But it is a girl, and I'm so excited. But I only say that because I've been so sick, and I had a feeling it was a girl because I was so sick, and my mom was super sick with me. So I was like, I have a feeling it's a girl, and we were right. So
I know.
It's all worth it. But now I feel better, which is good. So,
I'm so glad to hear that. Well, tell us a little more about yourself.
Okay, I'm
who you
Katelyn.
are, what you do, why you're in Austin.
Okay,
or how long you've been here.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that the other day. I moved here like peak COVID 2020. I'm 28. I was engaged at the time when we moved. I lived in Dallas before I went to SMU. I'm from Carmel, California, which is this little beach town right on the Central Coast. Was a marketing major in college. I don't know. And I started a business while in school with my best friend, and it was a digital agency, and I still do it. Have done that for a long time now. And then when I moved to Austin, it was like we were getting ready for our wedding and all this stuff. So I started just posting TikToks being like, here's the plan and stuff with my family. And it just started blowing up. A lot of like random animal videos too.
People love animals.
Yes, my neighbor's cat would climb over the wall to visit me, and that was my first video to go viral in 2020. It got like 15 million views or something at the time, and at that time, like, you know, if you had a viral video on TikTok at that time, you'd get like 40,000 followers from the one video. That's what happened to me
on my first.
Okay, yeah, I wanted to ask you how you started because I don't feel like I know that story.
So Instagram, I started like a long time ago.
Did you start with certain stuff, or was it just kind of anything?
Well, Instagram was more of my like weight loss journey.
Okay.
I had gone through a really bad breakup, so I went through depression. And I was like, I'm gonna post like about my weight loss journey that turned into way more than that, more self-love.
Okay, I love
and it
that.
wasn't about weight loss.
I didn't even know you went through all that. That's amazing.
It was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but that's so cool. That's such a big part of your story.
Yeah, that was the first part. And then it turned into lifestyle.
Yeah.
But TikTok was super, like, you know, it came out during COVID. So I was super bored. And I was like, you know what? Let me learn this. Let me just do funny, stupid stuff. And literally the stupidest video went so viral. And I was like, why? And it's of me like doing really bad dancing.
Why is it always the ones that you're like, why is it this one? It's always the ones that you spend the least amount of time on, or the craziest where you're like embarrassed. You're like, surely this won't go viral.
It got like 10 million. And I was like, no, it went everywhere. And then I got like 30,000 followers from there. I'm still stuck there, but I just like kind of gave up on TikTok for a while.
I that's kind of how I feel like I am right now. Like I'm kind of.
But you have an excuse.
Yeah, that's true. Also, I'm like, is it going to be banned? Is it going to be gone in a few weeks? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
same.
crazy. Same. It's so crazy. I also just remembered where I met you. Tiff's Treats event, and I loved it. I knew no one, and you were so nice and came up to me. You're like, hi.
I was just like, I love your style.
Loved it.
You're so cute.
It just made my day. I remember that.
That is where we met. And then
that must have been the year before. It must have been like 2023.
I think it was.
Yeah. Okay.
It was.
That's so cute.
That's so funny. I forgot. I completely forgot because we see each other so much now.
Yes.
And then the other
it's funny, like you're like, where did I meet people?
Yeah.
You kind of forget.
Yeah. And then the other event was Pop Flex, where I was like, man, she's a girl's girl, because I was
Pop Flex. Oh, the yoga event. Yes.
I was completely by myself, and I was like, I feel so weird.
It's always the worst when you show up to events by yourself.
Yeah,
and like,
no one
you don't
really
know, and you don't know who's
you.
going. Like,
yeah.
I know.
And no one really talks to you, and I was like, I'm already a socially awkward.
Yes, I'm an introvert, so I have to like push myself.
Yeah, I'm
to
both.
Be like, yeah,
I'm an ambivert.
Okay, what does that mean?
That means you're right in the middle. Like I love to be an extrovert sometimes, but I also like to be an introvert.
Maybe that's what I am.
I think you are too.
It's like in certain situations, I'm like so good and I can talk for hours, and other situations I'm like.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
So that event made me feel like, oh my God, she's so awesome. And then I don't know, since then we just
lots of events and stuff after that. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love that.
I forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about socials.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and how you got started and how I got started. So yeah, I just started posting, and then it just kept going. And then my wedding happened. A lot of that stuff went viral, and then I just kind of kept going with it. And then I had a management firm reach out. I don't know what year that was, 2022. And they're like, hey, we see a lot of potential in you. And I was like, what does this mean? Like, can I make money on this? Like, I had no idea. You know, you don't really know as you're growing. And they're like, yeah, you just need to kind of work on your strategy here a little bit, and you can start making some decent money on here. So I was like, oh, okay. So I did that. So I've just been doing my agency while doing that. And then through all that, I started this thing called ATX Girls, and then that kind of started blowing up, and that's more like event based. So I kind of have these three things that I love doing that all kind of work together.
Did you do photography too?
Yeah, I also, that kind of happened. Originally, my digital agency back in the day was all film and video. Yeah. So we were like a full video production firm, and then we would make these videos for our clients, and they were like, okay, that was like when you could first only do you remember like before Reels even existed, you would post on Instagram and you could like post an individual video like in a square. Videos. Yeah. That's when it started. So like we were filming for clients then, and they were like, how do we utilize this on our platforms? And I'd be like, oh, like we'll just manage your socials for you. And they're like, great. So it kind of just built off that and turned into a lot of strategy and stuff. But yeah, it started as a photo and film firm. So I still do that when I want to. Like, I'm not super like I have to do this, but I'm kind of picky with who I photo and film for now, but it's fun. It's like an outlet for me. So
yeah, your creative outlet.
Yeah, for sure.
So you have so much on your plate. I don't understand how you have time to do any of it.
Honestly, it was really bad like a year and a half ago, and I kind of had to sit and be like, I have help too. So I have a full-time girl that helps me. And when I was in Dallas, we had an office downtown, had like 10 people on our team. It was crazy. But since then, I've kind of like reeled back a lot. I'm like, okay, there's a lot of managing people's socials is terrible. It's like, it's really hard. And
are you managing people's social media?
Yes, still, but not many people now. I'm like, I don't want to. It's just so much. It's just such busy work, and they kind of like are never happy because they don't fully understand how it all works. You know, it's just really hard. So I've kind of just narrowed down my clientele a lot to be like, here are the clients I really enjoy and that I want to put work into, so I can focus on the other things more, especially as ATX Girls has picked up, my socials have picked up. I'm kind of like, okay, I don't really want to do as much busy work. If I can make, you know, for a retainer client, if I can make as much as I'm making in a month off one brand deal, like why would I spend all that time managing someone's socials? So that's kind of how I'm thinking about it now. I'm still figuring out the balance, but it was a lot worse. And I finally hit a point where I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to crash and burn. I'm like not going to do well in any of these categories. So I need to reel it back where I can, you know?
Yeah. I'm still thinking about when we were at Mavely, and you were talking about how your calendar is filled with like 15-minute increments.
Yes.
And I was thinking about that. Since then, I've still been thinking about it. I was like, how the hell does she do that? Because I'm like 1 hour space between 15-minute breaks.
Yes. No, that's so good. That's so good. It's probably not healthy at all. But it does help me kind of figure out where everything goes. And also to like, it's also really helped me give myself free time. I think before I would just be like, okay, I have this blank space 10 to 1. Like, I'm just going to work, you know? But being like, okay, I'm going to work really hard from 10 to 12, 12 to 12:30, I'm going to eat lunch. And then 12:30 to 1, I'm going to do whatever I want. It like forces me to give myself time where like, if it was empty, I would just feel the need to fill it with work. That's just how my brain works. I don't know. So it's really helped me kind of give myself more time and be more gracious to myself, which has been helpful. But my calendar is crazy. Too.
It's inspiring because if I don't have anything in my calendar, I'll just sit there and scroll.
No, I totally get it.
So bad.
You'll doom scroll. Doom scroll's the worst.
So bad. How do you not... you were talking about this on your TikTok. I just saw your video.
Oh, yeah.
Thing yesterday.
Oh, yeah. My little things
for New Year.
That changed my life in 2024. Yeah.
Yeah. A few of the things I already do, but it's the...
Yeah, you're good about the laundry.
Yes. Honestly,
loaded day. I have to say, like, I think you inspired me on the laundry last year.
The one loaded day?
Yeah.
It's literally something that if I don't do, it's going to stack up and I'll die.
I really think I was going to text you this randomly a few weeks ago, but I was like, your stories are like inspo for me. You're so good at posting stories.
Well, thank you.
And it's so just like real throughout your day. And just, I just like look forward to your stories because it's just like... It's so authentic.
Do you know how much that means to me from someone like you that already has like such a big platform?
No, I seriously, I look up to you with that.
This. No. You know, I just start thinking negative.
And even like how you, like even if you'll post something, like something you're wearing or something, and then you won't even put the link on that one until someone asks you for it, and then you'll share it.
Yeah.
And just all these little things. I'm like, you're so good at that. So
well,
I
it's
just want you to know.
Also, I don't like sharing a link and then someone's like, why are you just trying to make money?
I know.
You know? For me, I find
you're so authentic with that.
For me, I'm like, as a person who's consuming, I find that very cringe.
It's
or
the
like,
worst.
I didn't ask for this.
No.
You're literally just trying to share because
you want
money. Mm-hmm. Mine is if I like it, if I really love it, I'm going to share with you.
Yes, of course.
And then if someone asks me, I'll share that.
Yes. You're just so good at that.
Well, thank you. Yes. I really appreciate that. Yeah. Because lately I've been like feeling so burnt out and I'm like, I get it.
I do too.
It's because like I feel like it's not going where I want it to go, but I'm like, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you just got to keep going. Because I always just think like every so often at ATX Girls events, 2 girls will come up to me and be like, oh, I love this that you do. And I'm like, sometimes I forget that people actually watch.
Yes.
And even if there's just one person that's enjoying it, I'm like, that is worth it. And it's like, why are you actually doing it? Like, I'm not doing it to grow and have all these followers anyway. Like, it's really just because I want to share my life and bless people in some way.
Yes.
So it's like, but sometimes you need the reminder. Yeah. Like, because you get so in your head when you're by yourself at home being like, what the frick am I doing?
Yeah. So I really, really appreciate I love what you do. So I really appreciate that you told me that.
No, I really mean it. I really do.
This is a girl circle.
I've always showed my husband the like stories of your dogs and all like what you post. They're so freaking cute.
They're just.
I love them.
My little one is a menace.
And I'm so jealous because Luke's so allergic to dogs, so I can't have an English cream golden, but.
But your family has one.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
He's
but like
so cute.
I know, they're so cute. They're just the best dogs.
I know. But your dog's really cute.
Yeah, he is cute. He's cute. But not as cute as an English cream. Nothing's as cute as an English cream. I'm sorry. They're just not.
They're so cute. I love golden retrievers.
And they're just like the best personality.
They are. They're so derpy and just like
the best.
I feel like you're a golden retriever.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit.
That's a huge compliment.
You're so fun and bubbly and nice. Like golden retrievers are literally that.
I try, you know? That's like my biggest compliment I've gotten in a long time. I appreciate you. That's the one that's going to stick with me. I'm going to be like posting on Instagram being like golden retriever energy. That's what you need to encompass. You know?
I feel like I'm a mix of a husky and a golden. For sure.
Wait, why the husky?
Because I have a lot of attitude sometimes with my husband.
So do I, but people don't see it. I'm sure.
People don't see that.
Maybe I should share that more.
I have a lot of attitude with them.
Instead of just posting colorblind content.
Oh my God. That is... Okay. we sidetracked a lot, but that was so funny. Like,
people love the colorblind content.
Do you ever get like negative comments about it? Like, making fun of him?
Yeah, like, all the time. But some people are like, this isn't how colorblind works. And Luke's like, no, I'm literally just being honest of what I see. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
He's so funny. And then the content of you saying like, I came home to your different color hair.
Oh yeah, and he's like, nice, looks great. I know. And then I was thinking, like, when we were doing our gender reveal, I was like, we can't, like, we literally just read it off my like doctor's thing. No, because I was like, anything we do, he won't be able to tell if it's a boy or a girl.
Which colors can he not tell?
So he literally sees he has 2 cones missing or whatever. Usually colorblind people only have 1, so he like really can't see. It's like if our vision, what his doctor told me is like, it's his vision, it's our vision, but like if you had a hot pink filter over it, so like everything? Super bright, like that's his vision.
Everything.
So, yeah, like if you just had like hot pink glasses on,
oh wow,
that's what he sees.
Damn.
Yeah, so like he knows what colors stuff is, like he knows his plant is supposed to be green, but
he sees
it's like a gray, pinky color. That's why he can't see pink. Like he would think your sweater is white for sure.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Is there anything he can do to help that?
No.
Oh, damn, that
I know.
sucks.
He can wear the glasses that he's like, ignorance is bliss. I don't want to know. So I'm like, okay.
Like, good for him. He seems like such a chill guy.
He is. He's the best. You know, it's good to have
a chill guy.
Right?
For sure.
I feel like yours is too.
Yeah, he's a chill guy. He doesn't like to be on social media. And when I do, he's like, why?
See?
Like, I want to do that.
Luke isn't on socials at all either.
Yeah, I want to do that, like, TikTok, you make the sound, I make the face.
Those ones are cracking me up.
So funny.
They're so funny.
I feel like Shay would be so good at it.
Yes, you should do it.
He's like, I don't want my face that up close. I was like, I'll put a really nice light in front of us. Come on.
You just got to do it and just be like, we're doing it right now.
Yeah.
Or bribe him with something after.
Yesterday he was trying to do a mukbang and he was like, look, this is how you do a mukbang. And then he hurt himself. And he's like, that's why I can't be on social media. I was like,
but that would have gone viral.
Exactly. I'm like, why don't you let me post you? I was like, do you not want me to win?
Yeah. What I started doing is I just film Luke without him asking.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, sorry, you don't have an option.
Like, do you want me to make money?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, you want me to be successful?
Exactly.
Come on, go.
Exactly.
So funny.
So what brought you to Austin?
So I hated Dallas.
I don't like Dallas either.
I hated it.
I was there for 6 months and I was like,
okay, when were you there?
For whoever is listening from Dallas. I just could not.
Great place, but
I'm a Cali girl.
Same. That's why I always think I'm like, I literally lived in this beach town, got off the plane to go to SMU, and was like, where am I? I don't like this. All I see is concrete. Like, I had never been to Texas before
and
just like showed up. Yeah. So I was there for a while and then I stayed post grad, obviously, for like 2 years. But then I was like, Luke, at the time, we had just started kind of dating. And then
is that where you met him?
Yeah. He also went to SMU. He was just a grade above me. But we didn't really know each other very well. And then it happened after school, after I got out. But anyway, we started dating and then he was like, I think I am feeling led to move to Nashville and pursue music full time. And I was like, oh, okay. So we're pretty much long distance the whole first part of our relationship up until we got engaged, really. He was in Nashville, I was in Dallas, and I was with my best friend Kat. We were doing our business and whatnot. And I was just like, I hate it here. Like, I don't want to move to Nashville. He had been there and he was kind of like, all right, I feel like I'm done now. And his parents have been in Austin for, I think at that time, like 7 years already. And I loved Austin. Every time we'd come and visit his family, I was like, I love it here. I like really felt like I was supposed to be here for some reason. So I kind of told him, I'm like, why don't we just move to Austin? And he was like, love it. Because it was during COVID. So we were
Austin feels like California though.
It does. It's like the best of both worlds. Like it really has everything.
It's just hot. That's the
and this it is a little hot. I know we're supposed to have our baby like in summer and I'm like actually so excited because that means I'll be inside for all the hot months and I won't be like super pregnant for July and August or anything because that would suck if you're like having to go around and you're huge. I'm like, oh, that sounds terrible. Anyway, moved to Austin 2020 and then have loved it and never want to leave. So
I don't want to leave either. I think it's a great like balance between my family.
How long have you been here?
6 years now.
Okay, so you were before COVID.
Yeah, 2018 is when I moved here.
Okay, cool.
And I hated it at first. I didn't have any friends.
Well, of course, it's so hard when I didn't know anyone. And it was so hard. And then on top of COVID, not knowing anyone where you live is so tough.
It is really tough.
Those first 2 years were rough for me.
And that's how you started ATX Girls, right?
Yeah, I literally just posted. I had a work dinner fall through and I just posted on TikTok. I don't know why. I really feel like it was God that told me. He was like, you should post on TikTok and see if any girls want to get dinner. So I was like, that is so out of my comfort zone to do that. I was like, what if this gets 5 views? You know how awkward that would be?
People will show up.
Yeah, but I'm like, that's so awkward. Like, what if no one comments and wants to come and I'm like putting myself out? Like, that's so awkward. But I was like, okay. So I just did it. And then thousands of girls responded.
Really?
I got thousands and thousands of comments, DMs. Like, it was the craziest thing I've ever experienced. My phone was absolutely blowing up. And I was like, okay, clearly I'm not the only one that just moved here and doesn't know anyone.
How many people showed up?
So I only had a reservation for 5. So it was me and 4 people was the work dinner. So I was like, 4 girls want to come. So I literally just did like a random selection generator thing, had the 4 girls come. We met, had like the best time. It was so fun. And then they were like, you obviously need to do more of this. Yeah. And I was like, okay. So I just started doing more dinners and more like teeny tiny events and like happy hours and stuff. More people would come. And then I started this like group on this app called Geneva. And there was like 3,000 girls in there or something like that. And it was just growing. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I don't know what to do. And then Nancy, I had a brand deal with, it was with Honda for ACL. And I guess that she saw my thing. And I had this thing going on at ACL where it was like, hey, if you go to the side of the Honda stage and you say my name, you'll get to go backstage and you can like go up the thing. And so I guess she did it and somehow saw it and was following me. And she DM'd me and she's like, hey, by the way, I think I could help you. And I was like, love it. And she's like, I'm an event planner. I'll totally help you with the ATX Girls events if you want. And I was like, please, because I don't know what I'm doing and I'm stressed. So she just started helping me and then it just kind of grew. She's like, we can do bigger events. You can make money. Like, we should like really try to do this. So we just did. And then we've just been doing it ever since. Big events, like we do big ones every quarter where they're like 200 people or more, but then we do a lot of small ones too, like which is like 10 to 12 people. So we try to keep a variety. But
yeah, I went to your paint one.
Yes,
that was so cute.
So cute. That was so nice of you to come.
I really had a good time. I wanted to come to the Pilates one, but I was out of town.
That's okay. There's so many. You can come whenever you want. You just need to text me and I'll give you a ticket. But they're so fun. I love them. Like we're planning our Valentine's Day ones right now, and they're just so fun to plan. And all the girls get so excited. They send all their ideas. It's
honestly
so cute.
Though, I met a lot of girls during that time too. It's very hard for me to meet people. So
yeah, no, it is.
This is a reminder. Hard. Like you just did, put yourself out there, and look how many people you freaking meet.
I know. It's so hard for me to imagine now if I would have never posted that this whole thing wouldn't have existed.
Yeah,
and that just is like sometimes the reminder I always tell myself. I literally have that scenario like written in my office on a sticky note because I'm like, if I would have just posted one video, I wouldn't have met Nancy. I wouldn't have made any of these events. And so many girls come to the events and they're like, Katelyn, I have to tell you, I've met my best friends through your events.
Wow.
And like, I literally couldn't live without them now. And I'm just like dumbfounded by that. I'm like, all because I posted this video. So it just is a good reminder.
I love that.
When you're feeling uncomfortable, like just post.
Yeah, just post a thing. Just today. That's a reminder I needed too.
I need it every day. That's why I have it in my office because I'm like, that is crazy. Yeah, it's like a whole third of my life right now that wouldn't exist.
I know.
It's like so wild.
And you met Nancy in such a awesome way.
Yes,
so random,
organic.
Too.
Yeah.
I met her at an event and then I saw her at ATX. I was like, wait. You're the same
girl. Yeah.
You do ATX with her?
Yes.
Crazy.
I know. So you just have to remember. I don't know. It's like important to pick those little moments that made big impact and like really remember them when you're feeling stuck, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's a great way to, when you move to a new city and put yourself out there.
Yes.
And meet so many girls.
Yes. Yes. And I think
especially in your late 20s, early 30s.
I know 30s, it's hard. It's so hard. And your 20s is already so hard because everyone's on a different timeline. Yeah. Like I have friends that are single, going to the club, having a great time. And that's totally acceptable. Yeah. And I have friends that have multiple kids. And that's totally acceptable. Here. Like it's crazy. The variety is wild. Mm-hmm. So it is important. You just kind of, I think you really do have to, I was talking to my mom about this because I've had a lot of friendship changes over the last like 5 years, and you really have to just lower your expectations in your 20s. She's like, you just have to lower your expectations in your 20s, put yourself out there and not take things personal because everyone's on their own journey in their 20s trying to figure it out. Right? Like people will just like, you know, leave and do something else because they're like trying to figure it out. Like everyone's just on their own. Thing trying to figure it out.
That's another thing. I was talking to another girl last week about this. But moving to Austin, it made me realize how low people's expectations are.
Yes.
It's so nice.
No, it's so true. And Austin's such a unique place because everyone's kind of implants, I feel like. So everyone's willing to just kind of have open arms and just be like, yeah, hey, come hang out.
Like if you cancel last minute, they're not gonna be like, oh my God, how dare you?
Yes,
or
they don't take it
guilty.
super personal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I never knew how to take that. I was like, wait, they don't care?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
It is so weird because I grew up also in an Indian family where if you say no, you get
a big
like
deal.
guilt
It's
trip.
a big deal.
Yeah, you get guilt trip. They make you feel bad. And now when I being here, I'm like, whoa, I can say no and no one's gonna make me feel bad.
Yes, which is important. Yeah. Like I think, and especially the older you get, right? Like you need to feel okay with saying no and not
and being honest, right?
Totally.
Like why you're saying no. I told my friend last week, she's like, do you want to go out? I was like, no, I'm pretty tired from yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I could be honest.
I know, because you feel bad when you're like texting them back and then they're like, oh, it's totally fine. You're like, oh, love this for me. Like,
it's
this
also
is
like
great.
more energy making an excuse versus just being honest about why you don't want to go.
And it's also different when you're like married and everything. Like people don't understand if they're not married, which is totally fine. Like I don't, like how could you? Yeah. But when you're married and you have like different stuff going on in the week, like there is like, I don't know, I've definitely have calmed more down and it's been easier for me to say no since getting married, if that makes sense.
I agree.
How long have you been married for?
It's about to be 3 years next month. It's
crazy. That's so exciting.
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. This will be our 4th year in a few months. Yeah.
Wow. I've been with him. It'll be 7 years this year.
Love. So what year did you get together?
2018.
Okay, same.
Wow.
Love.
We're just like a year or two apart, huh?
I love that. I love that. It's the best. Marriage is the best.
It really is. It's difficult, but in the best way.
Yes, totally. Like, and you just get your built-in bestie, like, all the time.
So that's another reason why I like saying no, because him and I have completely different schedules. So when we both are home, it's like, no, I don't want to go out. Like, this is nice.
How is your schedules different?
Well, he works from home too. Yeah, I do too. But I'm like more out. Okay. Versus he's more
there.
In.
Okay.
And then he also travels.
What does he do?
He does a lot of things.
Okay. Yeah.
He has a car dealership in San Antonio, so he's always going to San Antonio.
Yeah.
And then we have hotels.
Love it.
In New York and LA.
Okay.
So he goes back and forth.
He's traveling a lot.
Yeah, he travels a lot. Yeah. So and I'm traveling a lot, but for more personal reasons. I wish it was a brand trip.
I know.
Manifesting in 2025.
Maybe we can go on one together. That'd be fun.
Oh my God. Stop.
Any brands want to?
Any brands want us? I'll be your I'll be your plus one. I'll shoot all your content for you.
That would be so fun. Go together in one.
So fun.
I know. So he's traveling a lot, but you're more so home, but you're out of the house doing stuff all the time. Yeah, and then, I get it.
So then when we do get together, it's like really, really nice.
Yeah, and you get to really enjoy it. So if you have one day a week where you're going to get that time, you're like, no, I'm not going out. I'm not making plans. Like this is our day. This is our night. Yeah.
He also golfs a lot, so he's gone like twice a week.
Luke and him need to golf.
Does Luke golf a lot?
Huge golfer.
Oh my God, so is Shay. He's like obsessed.
Do you go with him ever?
No, I've only been once.
Okay, well we should go with them and just drink once the baby's out, drink the wine.
Yes, I'm so down.
Literally, it's so fun.
He has a membership at Lost Pines.
Okay, yes, and Luke's a member at his family's a member at oh my God, I always forget the name. I'm having such bad pregnancy brain recently.
It's totally okay.
Literally, yesterday I was making plans for our baby moon, literally to go back to Carmel, and I couldn't remember like half the place, like the hotels that I grew up, and I literally could not remember.
It's totally okay.
Oh, it's called River Place. That's what it's called. It's really nice. It's like in like over in Lakeway area. And
oh my
it's
God,
like
Shay
super
would love
pretty.
that.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, totally.
We gotta do that. Double date.
I'm down.
Okay, we're scheduling.
Super down, and they're gonna geek out. And
they will love it.
They will love it.
And I can tell just from your stuff that they'd get along. Like I love it. We gotta do that.
They're chill guys. Yes. They'll for sure.
Yes, we're doing that. And that'd be such good content. The girls in the cart while the guys are golfing.
But wait till we can take the baby too with us.
Yes, entertainment while
they're just chill.
Yes, we don't even have to go in the carts. We can just stay in the clubhouse
on this side. It was just like
it's like one.
There you go.
Thank you. I appreciate you. It was like a little bumpy.
If I edit the video, it's just gonna be sitting there the whole time.
Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone. I just realized.
No, it's fine. Trust me, I do not care.
But the hair is looking fire.
Wow, thank you. I think pregnancy has already changed me. I feel like I literally don't give. Can I curse on here?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about anything. Like, I really don't.
I was just going to ask you your next question. It was about pregnancy.
I really don't care. I'm like, I look like shit, whatever. Like, I don't know what is happening. But
well, you're growing a human inside of you.
Yeah.
So you really
and
shouldn't.
I've extra been like, if I say no to stuff, like whatever. Like even work stuff. It's been weird. Like I have a dinner next week and they're like, hey, do you want to come before and get this blowout with this brand? And I have work stuff going on, but I probably could have made it work, but I was like, I'm overwhelmed. And I was just like, no. But before I would have like squeezed everything and moved stuff around to make it work. And now I'm just like, no, I can't.
Pregnancy is forcing you to slow down.
Yeah, but I think it's like also good for me to like learn how to do that. So I'm not as shocked once the baby's here from like 100 to 0.
Yeah.
Like I really think that it's like 9 months is like on purpose. So you like really have time to prep yourself and like get into a different headspace. You know?
Is it planned?
It was our first try.
Wow. What a done. That is crazy.
I know. So I was shocked because I was like, surely it's not. And I have so many friends that are dealing with the struggles of getting pregnant. So it was a little weird for me. And I also like online, you see so many negatives. And just like no one really posts, you know, a normal situation or anything anymore. It's all like the crazy story. So you kind of start to think, oh, that's surely going to happen to me. And so I was just like, yeah, there's no, like, it'll take a few months or more. Like, I don't know. So it was a little bit of a shock, but I'm so grateful. But yeah, it was crazy.
How does it feel to be like
pregnant?
Yeah. Like making a human.
I don't know. It is weird. It is really weird.
Like you're like, fuck, I have a little.
I know. And to watch your body change.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, like even I didn't really see anything till about 8 weeks, and then I was like, whoa, okay, everything's starting to shift around, and it takes a second. But my mom was also like 8 to like 15, 16 weeks is like the most awkward time. Yeah, because you like can't tell you're pregnant yet, but you just look
blow up.
You just look inflamed and you feel disgusting. Yeah, but like once you hit 18 to 20 weeks, you actually look pregnant, and then it's like so fun. But until then, you're kind of in this weird in between of being like, I just feel absolutely disgusting. But you're also like, I'm literally building a human. Yeah, my body is doing amazing. Yeah, like that's so cool.
The text Luke sent you.
Yes,
I feel like I'm such a stalker. But
no, I love it. No, I feel the same. I'm like, I know, like I feel like I know the layout of your house.
I saw that text from Luke and he was like, you're growing a baby inside of you.
Yes, like be kind to yourself. I know. And I'm fine when I'm like with him and just like doing normal life, but when I'm like home by myself working, I'm just like, I feel like a lazy turd, which was what I used in that text, because I truly feel that way, especially the first few weeks. But I'm finally out of that. But the first few weeks were rough. I have so many friends who are also pregnant right now, and they're like, oh yeah, I wasn't sick at all, I felt great. Okay. I'm like,
that's nice.
I can't even imagine that. Like, it's crazy.
Please tell me more about how that feels.
Do you guys want kids?
I don't know.
Silence.
You got me mid-sip.
Long silence.
I'm over here. Literally, I was getting ready today and I was like, she's going to ask me. I already know she's going to ask me. And I was like thinking about what I would say. And it's the same thing.
You don't have to know.
No, I really don't know. I think it's more like a personal thing because I feel like I'm not accomplished yet in my career life.
I totally get it. Yeah. And you want to feel like that.
But then I'm also getting older, which
because how old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay.
So not that I'm old or anything, but
no. I also thought you were so much younger than that, like in the best way. Like you just hang with the girls so good.
Always, forever.
I love it.
But biological clock ticking, all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of thoughts running through your head. So, yeah, that's so fair.
So I'm like, so fair. What do I do? I want to have one. I want a baby girl so bad, but I'm also like, am I ready? Yeah. For that life.
I totally get it.
I don't know if
I totally get it. I know
I
it's such
have
a hard
family around.
That is so hard. I can't imagine that. So I think I would honestly have felt a lot different if I didn't have family around. Yeah. Like my parents are here half the time.
Where do your parents live?
They're still in California. Okay. My dad's a developer and he's finishing this huge project, so he can't really be here all the time yet, but that's their goal. But they're like, we want to like, and my mom and my mother-in-law are besties, so it's like this whole natural thing that's happened where she's here more so than my dad, but she's like, I want to set the foundation and set the roots so then when dad's here and we can be here all the time, then like I already have all our friends and everything, like kind of set the tone. But I truly can't imagine like not having, like and I have both.
Yeah.
And not having any.
Yeah.
Like, I think I would honestly have felt a lot different about getting pregnant. So that is totally understandable.
Yeah. My in-laws live an hour and a half away, but they're super busy. They barely come around too. And
are they in San Antonio?
Yeah, in San Antonio. Yeah. And I'm like, why don't you guys come and bother us a little more? But they feel like they don't want to intrude, but they're not.
Yes.
I'm literally totally like, my parents are so clingy. Like,
yeah.
Please.
But if you had a baby, that would change.
Oh yeah, for sure. So that's another thing. My parents are not here. They're in California.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, I told Shay, I feel like we cannot have a baby. And I know it's different for everyone, but I want help. And
totally.
I want to be able to hire help.
Yes, totally.
And I don't care if that sounds spoiled or whatever.
No, because that's what's gonna make you feel good. Yes, right. And you have to feel good,
especially with no family around.
No.
Like I would need that.
I would totally agree.
I've seen
if we didn't have family, I'd be like, we gotta hire some help at least, whatever that looks like. Yeah. And you want to feel in a comfortable spot to be able to do that.
And I've seen so many of my family members go through postpartum, and it's just like, I want to be able to.
You want to have a good experience.
Yes, and I want to have a village around me.
I totally get that.
I know I can't do it alone.
I feel like that's how it's supposed to be, too. Yeah. Luke and I were having this whole conversation about how, like, nowadays people move so far from their families and, like, which is great. Like, it's so cool that you can live wherever you want to live. Yeah. But back in the day, right, like, you would be where all your family was and you would have that village automatically.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's so much harder. Like, it's really just luck of the draw.
Yeah. And there's no way I could move back to California. It's like way too expensive.
No, it's crazy over there.
It's really crazy over there. And unfortunately,
because are you Southern? Is that where you're from?
Yes, Southern California.
I feel like I remember you saying that.
And in like near Long Beach.
Yeah.
It's from Long Beach.
Okay.
So we're in that area.
Okay.
So it's also, if I moved to that area, there is 100 people in the 10-mile radius. Yeah. Like all my family.
Yeah.
And I just,
it's like it's too much.
It's too much.
Like I need somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Can I have
10 people?
Yeah. Can I have 10 people here? That'd be great. Can 10 of you move here?
100 is crazy. Like imagine, I just would
Do you have siblings?
I have one older sister.
Does she live in California or does
she lives in California. Okay. But that's, my sister's blind.
Whoa.
Yeah. I never share that. So a lot of people don't even know.
Was she born blind?
She was, born premature at 6 months.
Wow.
Too much oxygen into her lungs caused her blindness.
Wow.
But it's not anyone's fault. It's just
yeah. It's just what happened.
Her husband, same situation. Yeah. And then they met.
That's incredible.
So they live together like down the street from my parents, but they have someone who lives with them.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
Yeah. I never share this part. I just feel like her
story's hers.
Her privacy.
Yeah, I totally get it.
I'm pretty sure she would totally be open about it. But
yeah. No, I totally get that.
But my sister.
Okay, so she's in California too. So you're the only one that's out here. Okay. And then does Shay have siblings?
He has one younger sister.
Is she in?
She's in San Antonio.
Okay, so you guys are just the ones that are not home.
Yeah, we're the only ones. But it's a good thing. It's just so overwhelming.
I know. There's so many factors at play.
I grew up with 6 people in my house.
Yeah.
So when I moved here and it was just me and him.
Yeah, you're like, whoa.
It was weird.
Yeah, I can totally imagine.
It was very hard to adjust, and now I'm just like, wow, I love it.
Love it. Yeah. Well, you'll be ready at some point. Yeah. You don't have to be now.
No, not now.
Stress yourself.
No, definitely not stressful.
No.
I have an IUD stuck
Love
there
it.
for
there you go.
a few more years. I'm secured.
Just enjoy the benefits. I love that.
TMI here today. Sorry about that.
You gotta have a little bit of that in there.
It's just like it's stressful to me.
Yeah, I get it.
But
I get it.
I'm really happy for you.
I know.
I'm happy for all my friends. I have a friend who just had her second baby. I have a friend who has 3 babies.
Well, that's great for you because someday you'll have all these people who have done it before and will know everything. I'm kind of the first in my friends. Well, that's not true at all, actually. I have all my church friends. They all have kids, but like outside of my church friends, I'm the first one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's like I kind of have a healthy both. I'm like, I need to ask them the questions, but I also can like be the person to help the friends. Yeah. It's kind of like this in between.
Do you have any siblings?
I have 3. I have 2 sisters that are much older. They're my half sisters, but my parents really raised them. And then my younger brother, he's like a year and a half younger than me. He's in Denver. No, they're getting married this year though, which is exciting. But my sisters have kids. Okay. Yeah. And one's in California, one's on the East Coast, and then my brother's in Denver. So that's also why my parents are excited to be here, because they're like in the middle.
Yep. It's easier to travel from Austin. Another perk of living in Austin.
True. It is so easy. It is so easy to get everywhere. nowhere is a long time, which is great.
Yeah.
I love that. It's amazing.
Any exciting plans for 2025?
Besides pushing out a baby. My brother's wedding is in May, which is exciting. It'll be fun. We're going to do like a baby moon and do, you know, all the fun baby stuff. I'm kind of just like the first half of the year is just dedicated to all that. I want to soak it all in. And then I'll have the baby probably end of June, beginning of July. And then honestly, the rest of the year is just like figuring it out.
Yeah.
You know, like,
are you scared?
I'm not really scared because I would be scared if I didn't have people around for sure. No, I'm kind of just, my word for this year is, I always pick a word for the year, and my word this year is present, because I'm usually like, okay, what's next? It's how my brain works. Obviously, if you saw my calendar, you would probably think that, but I'm really trying to just enjoy every day and season of all of this change happening and just not put pressure on myself and just like, know that I'm going to learn a lot and just enjoy that process.
I feel like you work so hard that this was needed for you.
Yeah, I'm like really excited to just kind of slow down and just process and enjoy and grow and all that, and just let myself kind of have that time to just feel all the feels, you know?
Does Luke force you to be like, you need to...
No, because he's the same way I am.
Okay. We're
both 3s on the Enneagram, which is like, you know, the doer like has to accomplish everything, and we're just wired the same like that. So it's a blessing and a curse, because a little bit sometimes I'm like, I wish he would be like, you know, he does tell me, but I'm like, you need to listen to this advice yourself. Come on.
Me and Shay are complete opposite. So
that's so nice.
I don't know though, because
see, there's pros and cons.
Yes, because he's really like, he needs to get everything done, and I'm like, hey, just chill.
Yep.
And then I'm like procrastinating. I'm like, fuck.
I know.
I have done it.
I get it.
Done it so bad.
I know. It's
I wish
so
I
hard.
was like more like you guys.
Yeah. No, there's healthy parts of everything and not healthy parts of everything, but it's good that you are opposites, honestly, because you can, I think that helps more than it hurts you, to be honest.
I guess.
Yeah, I get it though. Everyone's different. You're just kind of like
scared all the time.
Nah. I get it.
And he's more like, it's just really hard when you're with someone, not hard, as in, it's a little challenging, because when you're with someone who's so driven, and you have never been that way.
Yeah.
And it's not my fault. I grew up like this. I swear. I tried to be better. I tried to be better. I was a little spoiled growing up. I
love that.
But I don't love it. You know, like I hate like talking about it, because people, when they hear the story, they're like, you're so spoiled. It's like, I swear to God, it's not that I wanted to be that.
I've never thought that 1 second.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. But I grew up spoiled. Like, with a dad telling me, you don't have to do this.
Yes.
Usually in Indian families, like, and my dad having 2 girls, he was like, you guys don't have to do anything.
Yes.
I will take care of you.
Yes.
And it was a blessing and a curse.
Totally.
Hella blessed that I didn't have to do anything, but a curse, because that made me not work harder.
Yeah, I understand that. That makes sense.
So now I'm learning as a 30-year-old to work harder. So it's like breaking all these
like things that are ingrained in you too.
Like I'm now becoming a morning person. I never was.
I hate the mornings.
I did too, but now I'm like, wow, I woke up today at 7:30. It feels so good.
You need to post more about your morning routine rituals.
I'm trying.
So you can encourage me.
I feel like you do so great though in life. So it's just like,
my mornings are rough. That's why they're never shared, because I am so bad in the morning.
Well, I've just recently started being better.
Okay.
So hopefully it lasts.
Well, post some of your tips, because I need them.
Okay, I promise. I'll do that this week.
I'm good with my night routine because I'm a night owl, but my morning routine is bad.
So I've forced myself to like.
What time do you get up?
Right now it's been 7:30.
Okay, that's usually when I get up too. Yeah, I feel like it's a good time.
That's a morning routine for me.
Yeah. No, that's great.
I used to wake up at 9:30. Girl, like.
I love that for you.
It was not good. It's unhealthy for me.
Sometimes I still wake up late, though.
I mean, but it's just like those are on the weekends.
No.
Like, I'm on the weekday. I got things to do, and I'm waking up at 9:30.
That's amazing.
It's so bad. It's like, what are you doing with? I kept asking, like, what are you doing with your life? Come on.
But if you're up late, like it may,
Well, I'm always up.
Because I'm most creative at night.
Yes,
like, honestly,
same.
I'm like 10 to like 1 a.m. I'm like my best.
Same. I'm like writing things down.
Yes, I'm like thinking of things. I get it. I get it. Okay.
I'm trying to become a 7 a.m.er.
Okay. Post those tips. I need them.
But you already wake up at 7:30.
I do, but like I don't have any really like I wish I had more of a thing where it's like when I wake up, I get out of bed right away. Because right now I will just like sit there and like I try not to grab my phone, but sometimes I do. And then I'm like, screw. I'm like screwed.
You're
know,
a human.
Yeah,
I feel like that's my
okay. That's I know.
That's
like,
your excuse for the next 9 months.
It's convenient excuse, but also it's a slippery slope. Like I could use this for everything.
I'm a human. I'm not getting out of bed.
Some afternoons I'm like I literally can't work right now. Like I'm canceling my meet. Like I literally have to just lay down.
Well, you got to do what you got to do for you and baby.
Yes, I know.
It's for you and baby.
It's healthy.
Literally.
Yeah.
But yeah, learning as a 30-year-old, it's been really, really challenging.
Yeah.
But it's really nice to have someone who's super driven.
Yeah.
In my life.
No, that's so good. And it makes a big difference when.
It does.
Like, okay, and then which one of you cooks?
He does.
So does Luke.
It's like literally, I am so spoiled.
You do the laundry.
I do laundry. I clean the house.
You take care of the dogs.
I take care of the dogs.
No, that's good.
Of the time.
That's good.
Yeah,
I know that's good.
My weight.
See, I'm usually I'm laundry too, but it's so funny because like when recently I've been like, okay, I'm gonna do it like in the afternoon, and then I don't feel good in the afternoon. I'm like, okay, I'll just do it tomorrow, and it keeps happening. And Luke's like,
I don't have any underwear.
Yeah, can I help with the laundry in any way? Tries to word it so nice, and I'm like, okay, that's sign for Katelyn, get it in check. So I try to fix it.
Shay will put the basket in the laundry room, and I'm like,
to signify that it's time.
Shit, it's time. It's like they're
they're so nice though. Like,
yeah, they won't yell at you.
No, they're just like, here you go, I'll help you out here.
Hey babe,
just to get your brain thinking about it a little bit.
They'll be like, hey babe, so I want my last underwear, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm on
got it. I'll do it now, so you have something to wear for sure. I got it.
No, but I help with the cleaning, the cooking. Okay, I help with the.
I dry, like I clean. I do the dishes and dry and stuff.
Yeah, I clean all the stuff. Yeah. Sous chef.
Yeah. No, that's great.
Yeah,
everyone needs a sous chef.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's the main person. He's just like.
Do you guys cook a lot of Indian food, or do you do like different?
No, it's a lot of different stuff.
Okay.
He does. We do Indian food like once every 2 weeks.
Okay.
So it's just like also Indian food is really heavy on carb.
Okay. Yeah. It's a little. You can't do that all the time.
No.
No.
We're very, very healthy.
What kind of stuff does he like to make?
So some nights it'll be chicken and veggies.
Yep, love.
So we'll have a Mexican night. We'll have an Italian night.
Love it.
But a lot of tacos. We eat a lot of tacos.
We had tacos last night. Oh, I get it. Chicken tacos.
Dude, I had Taco Bell last night.
Love that for you.
I was like, oh my God.
I haven't had Taco Bell in years.
Oh my God.
And there's one by my house. Wait, you're kind of making me like I haven't even thought about it because you don't you turn into my house, but it's like right past it, and I don't go like past my house very often.
Oh my God, you should have.
But I'm like, I think I need some Taco Bell.
I had it last night. I mean, the only downside is you just get really, really gassy after. And I hate that shit.
Ooh, okay.
It's so nasty.
Yeah. I need to have it like when I'm not just like like it's a good for a certain time when you're like I can
like I'm about to start my period, so I was like but today I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Like
I get it.
You're like, why did I do that?
Yeah. But it was worth it.
It was I was enjoying it. That's for sure.
I get it. It's so rough. All I've been craving is like chocolate shakes. Like I just want a chocolate milkshake.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, what are your like pregnancy cravings right now?
I literally eat like a full pineapple a day.
Full pineapple a day.
Like Luke buys multiple pineapples at the store and cuts them all up for me.
Stop.
And I'm eating so much pineapple. It's like insane.
I mean, that's healthy.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Definitely sugar in there, but it's fine. And then, that is like my biggest thing. And then at night, I just want like a milkshake, like chocolate milkshake, like Wendy's Frosty, Sonic milkshake. Like that's all I want.
Wow.
Yeah. Those are my biggest things.
You're getting a lot of sugar in there. Are you gonna have to do that?
The test.
Oh
yeah, for sure.
The glucose test, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you have to drink the whole
thing.
I saw. What's that girl? Have you seen it? Taylor or Talia?
I don't know.
She's a.
Oh yeah.
TikToker.
Everyone will post their little glucose test.
And I was like, oh my God, you have to do this?
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
I didn't know all the things you.
Also,
have to
I'm
do.
so bad about getting my blood drawn. I'm like, I have like a needle phobia.
Oh,
no. I've already had to get it drawn like 4 times, like every single time I have an appointment.
So what do you do to help yourself?
They have to like lay me down and like do all this stuff. But actually, I didn't even think about this, but you produce like 4 times the amount of blood when you're pregnant. So it's actually so much easier to find your veins. Like,
oh, good.
There's never any issue because you're your vessels are popping.
Yeah.
Is it fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
So anyway, it's been fine, but the appointments kind of freak me out because I hate getting my blood drawn. I'm bad about it. And that one you have to get like, I think a pretty big blood draw after you've drink that sugary drink, but I'll probably like the drink.
Yeah.
Considering I've liked all this sugar.
No, I don't know. I heard that one's nasty.
Yeah. It's like really crazy.
When do you have to do that one?
I don't know. I think it's like later. I think it's like when you're in your like 20 something weeks or something like that.
How's it been learning all this stuff?
I don't know. It's crazy. I have a little app that tells me everything that's happening every week.
What's the app? Share with people who have...
Oh, it's called What to Expect. So I'm on week 15.
Have you seen the movie What to Expect when you're
expecting?
Yes. It's so
I should watch that again. I haven't watched it in so long. But right now, big as a pear.
Oh my God.
So it's 4 inches, which is crazy. And then it tells you like, there's like a little video and it tells you everything that's happening. It's like so wild. So like, yeah, right now it's like the skeleton is starting to ossify. Crazy.
Isn't it crazy that there's so many apps now and stuff?
I know, you can track everything. You can do anything on your phone. Literally anything you could possibly want to do.
You can create a whole new business on your phone like you did.
Crazy.
You literally.
As you did.
Yeah, I kind of.
Yeah, you did. You absolutely did.
Yeah, I guess. We're just a bunch of giggly girls today.
Yeah, we like giggly.
I love it. So like, what's been your self-care routine now that you're pregnant?
Oh, that's a great question.
Because I feel like moms don't have enough time for themselves.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, I haven't really thought about that. It hasn't changed too much, to be honest. I've really like honed in on my night routine. So I've started reading a lot, which has like really helped me because usually I'll doom scroll at night.
Yeah.
And then I can't sleep as well. And I'm thinking about like, I don't know. It's not good for me. So I've completely removed that where I'm not on my phone at all in the bed, like at all. Like I try not to be on it at all. And I've just been reading. I got a Kindle. That has like changed my life. Like truly.
Yeah, I love my Kindle.
Yeah, like I didn't, and because we went on vacation over Christmas and my sister-in-law and my brother both had one, and then I was looking around the resort and everyone had one, and I was like, wait, I think I need this. Like I think I'll read more because I like the lights super dim.
Yes.
I dim the lights like aggressively at night, and then I wouldn't read because I'm like I need light, and it's like too confused. Like it's like I'm not gonna clip a light on my book. Like
I used to do that.
I can't. So and then I was like, oh, the Kindle will let me kind of like have everything I want in one. Why did I not think about that earlier?
Yeah.
So I got one and it's been life changing. So I really I don't know. I wouldn't say I have anything crazy self-care. I've just like really like to take like very in-depth showers, lather myself up after, have a nice night routine. And just go to bed early. Definitely have become a more early bed. Like I get tired so much earlier, so I'm going to bed earlier. But I wouldn't say there's anything crazy out of the ordinary but there should be. Maybe I should start thinking.
No, this is good.
Some extra stuff. I love massages.
Yeah, you
so I'm
gonna
try to get myself one like once a month.
I was gonna say once a week.
I love that. Yeah, I should get one once a week. I know it's hard work. Yeah. The massages are great. Facials, just all the stuff.
Well, that's good.
And I'm like, I don't want to swell up. So I am trying to like work out every day and just do like 30 minutes of something.
Sorry, I was just checking making sure.
How do you know how much? Oh, yeah, we have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
I think we started at like 10:56. Okay. So we have a few minutes.
We have a few minutes.
But like before we end, what are, I want to say a few tips, like 3 to 4 tips or advice you would give someone starting a new business.
Okay.
Because you have 3 successful ones.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
And amazing and inspiring. You're
so nice.
Girl boss.
No.
Love it.
I love you.
What are some
tips for if you're starting?
And advice, yeah. Or advice.
I would say like I have some people that I know who are like, oh, I want to do this and do this, but they just don't really like you have to go above and beyond. Yeah. Like you really have to like push yourself if you're uncomfortable. Like you need to be meeting up with everyone that you could possibly meet up with and talk with them, get something out of
taught me. Yeah.
Like you really have to just like go out of your way, be aggressive. Like when I started all of everything, I'm like meeting up with as many people as I can, reaching out to as many people as I can, friends that I know that they know someone. Hey, can you connect me with this person? I want to talk to them about this and hear about their story. Like,
you never felt like that would be too much? You just went for it?
No, I was like, here's everyone that inspires me. Like, I need to find a way to like talk with them and also learn. Like when you're starting a business, you have to be humble. Like you can't be like, oh, I have everything I need to start this, because truly, if you haven't done it before, you don't know. So why not reach out to the people and learn as much as you possibly can who have done it successfully, and like really just be humble and listen in and learn. I think you have to be teachable to start a business. And I don't think enough people are. That's a skill that you can't really teach someone. They kind of just have to be based on their characteristics as a human. And I think being teachable is the biggest way to be successful in starting a business. And you just have to be all ears at first and take in as much info as you can to learn how to, you know, best apply yourself to build it.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anyone say that yet.
Yeah. I think honestly, I think the biggest life skill is being teachable.
Yeah.
Like I think you can be so successful in life if you are. And that's like the biggest building block to anything, because that automatically means you're listening and you're humble, and then you can retain all the info and then go for it. I don't know. My mom taught me that when I was young, and it's always stuck. So
yes, Mom.
Yeah, I know. And my dad, they both did, but that's the biggest thing. And like, even when people are hiring, my dad was always like, I don't care anything on their resume. I just want to see if they're teachable and ask them questions that makes me understand if they are or not. And if they are, I'll hire them, because then I know that they'll be successful.
Yeah. And they're willing to learn.
Totally.
If you're not willing to learn, then no one wants to work with you.
Yep. Yep. And people that are teachable have a higher work ethic. It's just proven. So, you know, and so I think that that's the biggest thing. And that was really what helped me do it quickly because I'm someone who's like, okay, I have an idea. Like I need to accomplish it now. I need to get it finalized now, and just not be afraid to work hard. Like when we started our digital agency, we were up every night till 4 a.m. working, learning, like building all these websites, doing all these courses, like every single day. Wow. You know, and while my friends were going out in college, we never went out, and we were just like doing these courses till 4 a.m.
Now, wow.
Yeah. So you just have to, I don't know, you just got to go for it and not be afraid, and just reach out to everyone that you possibly would want to connect with, and don't be scared to do it. Reach out to people on LinkedIn, do everything you can, and learn as much as possible. And then you do have to grind. Like you're not going to start a business without grinding, and just know that first year is going to be dedicated to that. But I really don't if you have those things, like I think you're going to be successful no matter what.
Yeah. And to remember, rejection is redirection.
Yes. Redirection. That's so true. That makes me think like also a lot of times what you think you're going to start isn't going to be the final product.
Oh, for sure.
It takes so many turns. So again, being teachable lets you do that and not be uncomfortable, and like lets you take the turn if you feel like you need to be. But also you have to be so good with everyone and just be so good at networking, because you never know someone who you're going to meet, how they could impact you later in your career.
Oh my God,
and that happens all the time. Like you really just have to, that's why it's so good to meet so many people and have so many people in your network, because someone's going to think about, oh, I had that great conversation with that girl. She was super teachable. She was great. I have something that might be good for her, or like that I want to talk to her about.
You're so good at that.
Yeah.
That's something I've been learning from you, just watching you, being around you.
That's so nice. Yeah. And
a little creepy, but
I think it's super important.
Yeah,
and you really never know, like stuff. I don't know. Like you just never know. I think about people I know now, and I'm like, if I wouldn't have just been at this and like talk to this girl nicely for an extra 10 minutes, but genuinely because I'm interested in her life, then I wouldn't have met this girl who like now has huge impact on my life. You know, like it's just so crazy when you think about that. So you just got to go for it and just be open and push yourself.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate all the advice, all the talks, all the banter.
That was so fun.
That was so fun.
I love you.
And I hope everyone feels that way too, because we literally just had so much.
I know. That was great. Well, the best start to my Friday.
Yes, happy Friday.
It's going to be a great day now.
I'm super grateful for your time.
Thank you. Ditto.
You don't understand. I really appreciate it for you being here.
I love it. I'm so proud of you for everything you're doing.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Yeah.
Stop.
And using what you've built to do this, because there's that one person listening, even if there's 1 or 10,000, that's all that matters.
Yeah,
right?
that's all that matters. It's all about that one.
Yep.
For me.
Totally.
Always
no matter what.
Always will be.
I love that.
Well, thank you.
Love you.
Love you. And I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tune in every Tuesday for new episodes.
Yay.